Hello friends, it's Ritvika here with my new show Mind Game with Ritvika and with Mithali Raj recently becoming the first female cricketer to be recommended for the Major Dhyanchand Khel Ratna Award, which is our highest sporting honor that every time given by the central government. Uh, so I have thought of compiling a list of female cricketers who have been honored with Arjuna Award, Padma Shri Award, and BCCI's Lifetime Achievement Award. So without wasting much time, let's begin to unravel the world of women's cricket. And if you like my video, do subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share with your friends and family. And please do watch the video till the end because it will be and and super informative video, I can guarantee you, because I won't give you I won't give you that list of the cricketers like who have won and what, but I will also share with you the anecdotes, the records they hold. So it will be interesting. Hello friends. So at first let's have a look at the complete list of women cricketers who have been awarded with the prestigious Arjuna Award. So and at first the cricketer who has got this award is undoubtedly Shantha Rangaswamy in 1976. Yes, she was also India's first captain as well as the first player to score a test century for India. Shantha was a great all-rounder for Team India and played a pivotal role in establishing women's cricket in the sporting map of India. Now, after Shantha Rangaswamy, the obvious name pops up in our mind is definitely, uh, if you can talk about the pioneers of women's cricket, then Diana Adulji there definitely will be there, and she is the recipient of this award, uh, and she is second in this list. She got this award in 1983, and just like the year 1983, which was the revolutionary year for Indian cricket. Similarly, Diana Adulji was also one of the revolutionary characters that happened to the Indian women's cricket. She is India's highest wicket taker in tests with 63 scalps to her name. She led the country in four tests and 18 ODIs, as well as led the spin bowling attack for almost 2 decades. Then and Under her captaincy, Railways became a team to beat in domestic cricket. Then now we move on to the next awardee, and it is Shubhangi Kulkarni, who won the Arjuna Award in 1985. This leg spinner is India's second highest wicket taker with 60 wickets to her name, but her bigger and more impactful contribution might be as an administrator. She was the secretary of WCAI in 2005 when India reached to the final of the 2000 of the World Cup, of the ODI World Cup. Then she also helped to ink a sponsorship deal with Sahara, who were sponsoring the BCCI at that time, and also she used to help in the sponsoring things and played a prominent role in BCCI's takeover of women's cricket in 2006. Now the next player who is on the list is Sandhya Agarwal. She awarded with the prestigious Arjuna Award in 1986. She was India's test batting maestro. If you say in the 70s and 80s era, where she scored the highest number of test centuries, four, and for India, where two centuries were in the away countries like in England, and she scored uh, more than 1,000 runs, and she is the highest run scorer for India in tests with the mind-boggling average of 50.45 in 13 tests she played. So she was a phenomenal player that India has ever produced, if you can say. Then after a long wait of 17 years, Mithali Raj has was honored with the Arjuna Award in 2003. She was also she won the award for scoring to 214 against England in 2002. She was just a 19-year-old kid, you can say, uh, when she scored that knock, and that bring that laurel to her. That helped to bring that laurel. And Mithali Raj, she is the highest run scorer in women's cricket. Like in the international cricket, she has 10,000 more than 10,000 runs. Uh, she has scored 7,000 ODI runs. Then she scored or more than 20,000 career runs. So she has been one of the pillars, one of the face of women's cricket for more than 2 decades, and she is playing that role for India till today. Now move on to the next awardee, who is Anju Jain. She won the prestigious Arjuna Award in 2005, and she won this award because she played a huge role in India's in the where India reached to that final. She helped to happen this. And Anju Jain was one of our you can say she is the best wicket keeper we have ever produced, because she was a phenomenal wicket keeper, as well as she was she was the opening batter, a solid batter. Uh, Anju Jain, like her contribution as a cricketer to the Indian cricket is really unparalleled. But she played a bigger role as a coach. She coached the Indian team in 2012. She coached many domestic teams like Baroda, Assam in and then she coached the Bangladesh women's team from 2018 to 2020, where the Bangladesh team won the T20 World Cup qualifiers. Then they won the historic Asia Cup, where India are the unbeatables, you can say. They beat them in the finals, and they have managed to upset to to upset the Indian team under the guidance of Anju Jain. And now move on to the next awardee, who is Anjum Chopra. 2000 in 2007, she won the Arjuna Award. So Anjum Chopra, you all know, she is now a renowned commentator, a presentator. She used to be a presentator in the DD. If you have seen her in DD in the fourth umpire show, she even used to do as a present work as a presentator there while she was playing for India. So Anjum Chopra was a stylish left-handed batter who first scored the ODI century for India. Then she led the Indian team in 2002, where India first won an overseas test in South Africa under her captaincy. And then she of course played a huge role in India's in the 2006 test series against England, and in the 2009 World Cup in the Australia that happened. So she has been she has been a great player for us, a classy left-handed opening batter, and she is our second highest run scorer in the ODIs after Mithali Raj, close to 3,000 ODI runs. So definitely, we have been lucky to have her in this in the cricket circuit. So now. Um, Definitely, you can see Jhulan Goswami won the award in 2010. Who doesn't know about Jhulan Goswami? She won the ICC Cricketer of the Year award in 2007, and then she led the team to in the World Cups. Like in 2009, India reached to the semi-final, beat Australia two times there. Then in the 2010 T20 World Cup, under her captaincy, India also reached to the semi-final. Then then uh, as a bowler, you all know she took as a like she is the first female cricketer to take 300 international wickets, and then 200 international ODI wickets, like so and she has 600 career wickets. So she is a phenomenal player, and she is the best, she is the best bowler that India has ever produced. And even world cricket, there are very few fast bowlers in that time that world cricket has seen. Like after Fitzpatrick, she emerged as the legend of the game, in this department, where like at the age of 38 she is still going strong, which is really commendable. And and it's really hard for a fast bowler to sustain for such long period. For almost 2 decades she is playing for India, so which is really commendable. And then we move to, like if we see in this thing, like you can say, in the 80s there was a golden period for women's cricket, where so many players got the Arjuna award and other laurels. Then uh, after then they didn't get to play for almost 5 years to 1986, like after 1986 1987 to almost 1991 1992, till 1992, she like they couldn't get to play. And the 90s era was a transitional period for Team India, for Indian cricket. Then you can say that golden period again came back in the 2000s, in the then after India reached to the final of 2017 World Cup. Another golden period has come now in the Indian cricket. And Harmanpreet Kaur is uh, like her knock in of 171 in the semi final played a huge role in this. Like with her knock, she put not only the Indian cricket, but the whole women's cricket into the world of into the map of world sports. So it is a really game changing knock for women's cricket, and for her, that she awarded that she has been awarded with Arjuna award that year. And then we move on to Smriti Mandhana in 2018. She awarded with this, and with the Arjuna award. And Smriti Mandhana, uh, like she was in a beast mode in 2018. She like like no bowler, like there was no answer to stop her. And she was the she was the ICC Cricketer of the Year, ICC ODI Cricketer of the Year at that year. So Smriti Mandhana, the classy left-hander, she bossed that year. And so she also no, like she also got this award. Then we move on to in 2019, Poonam Yadav, our Pocket Dynamite, who won this award in 2019. She uh, like she is she was in a great form in 2019 and in 2020 World Cup. Uh, like uh, she was in a dream form in that time. And she got this award in that year. Then we move on to Dipti Sharma in 2020. Like she is She is a player who can turn a match anytime with her with her fielding, with her bowling, with her batting. She is that kind of a player. She scored 188 against Ireland in 2017, which is the highest ODI score for India, and and uh, and uh, and she also made a partnership of over 300 runs with Poonam Raut in that match, which is the highest opening partnership in ODIs. So um, so uh, you can say how important player she is for India. And then we move to the list of Padma Shri award, which is our fourth highest civilian award. And Diana Adalji was the first woman cricketer to be awarded with the Padma Shri in 2002. Then after 10 years, Jhulan Goswami has been awarded with Padma Shri. And then in 2014, Anjum Chopra, and lastly Mithali Raj uh, won this award in 2015. Then we move on to BCCI's Lifetime Achievement Award for Women. BCCI started this award recently, and Shanta Rangaswamy won this award in 2017. And Shanta Rangaswamy was the first recipient of this award, and she dedicated this award to all the women cricketers from 1973 to 2006. Then in 2018, Shudha Shah won the award, won the BCCI's Lifetime Achievement Award. And Shudha Shah was one of the stalwarts from 70s, 80s, from the era of 70s and 80s. Mm. But more than a player, she was a great coach for the Indian team. She coached the Indian team from 2003 to 2010, where the Indian team reached the final of the World Cup. Then they beat England in 2006 in the test. And then uh, uh, then in 2009, uh, India also reached to the semi-final. And in 2010, the T20 World Cup, India also reached to the semi-final. And in 2014 as well, she was with the team. And India won test matches against England and South Africa. So you can say like Shudha Shah is the best coach, like India's best coach. uh, and uh, and then Anjum Chopra in 2020 won the prestigious BCCI's Lifetime Achievement Award. And another thing is that BCCI actually had recommended Diana Adolji's name for the award in 2018, but she refused to accept that honor, as she didn't feel that it's appropriate for her to accept that award that year, because like during her tenure as a member of COA committee of the administrator, she didn't feel that she should accept this. And Shudha Shah also in the contention of that for the award, so she won that award in that year. And it was really she was a worthy winner of that award. So that's it for today, friends. I hope you have liked my video, and do share it. Till then, take care, stay safe, and yeah, bye bye.